Hello everybody, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. Live in the city of Memphis, state of Tennessee, in the county of Shelby. Today's date is early Monday morning, February 16, 2015, and the time 1:30 a.m. My date today's video was yesterday's date, which would be Sunday, February 15, 2015. I want to first say thank you to all my fans, my supporters, for your continued encouragement and support. I always keep my fans, my supporters informed. I continue to keep myself employed at a company right here in the city of Memphis, state of Tennessee, the county of Shelby, called Ameripride, right there on the corner of Vance Avenue and Walnut Street. I continue to further my education at Monroe College Online by pursuing my associate degree in business administration with a concentration in marketing. As I informed my fans, my supporters on my previous video yesterday, that I'm continuing to be in contact with my attorney, the Hewlett Law Firm. Big shout out to the Hewlett Law Firm. And before the end of this month, matter of fact, very soon, before the end of February, One Sound Studio will be sued in a court of law. Definitely. And all it is attorney fees and things of this nature. So everybody be listening and be like, so it's attorney fees and things of that nature. So I'm in the process of making sure that before the end of the month, One Sound Studio will be sued. My attorney already got that understood. One thing I gotta do is come to the law office and pay the amount. We already got that understood. So definitely before the end of the month, before the end of February, One Sound Studio will be taken to the court of law and be sued. Now, and for this Luger wicked film, I'm in contact with my attorney. We talking about it. This Carlos Williams person. We're working definitely. Gonna see you in the court of law. Gonna see you in the court of law. You will be sued. So while you walking around, I told you, don't go around telling nobody that you got away with stealing no money from me. Now, we're gonna continue to discuss African traditional religion, West African traditional religion. And on my previous video, I informed my fans, my supporters, that I had purchased a book. Dr. John S. M. Beatty, Concepts of God in Africa. And also, I already got a book on order, and I'm waiting on it to come to this address. Dr. Joseph Omasede Ewelelu book, West African Traditional Religion, it's already been ordered. I already ordered the book, and it's on its way. So, definitely once I get the book, I will inform all my fans, my support, because African traditional religion, West African traditional religion, is the culture of Niger Congo people. So let's go to the National Open University of Nigeria's online courseware, because African traditional religion, including West African traditional religion, is being taught at the National Open University of Nigeria and at other institutions of higher learning in West Africa. In Sub-Saharan Africa. And so let's go to the National Open University of Nigeria online courseware. I encourage all those listening, including myself, to get information about enrolling and attending an institution of higher learning, such as the National Open University of Nigeria or other institutions of higher learning in Sub-Saharan Africa. Just proceed. Now, when you already know that the National Open University of Nigeria has all this uh, Judaism, Christianity, Islam. That's the Afro-Asiatic, and all these with the secret societies such as the Freemasons, all the sororities and fraternities. And you have to understand that when they be advertising the Afro-Asiatic culture, that's what they're doing. That's their culture. That's their culture. Your culture is African traditional religion, West African traditional religion, Niger Congo, religion and society. CTA 001, introduction to the study of religion. CTA 003, introduction to philosophy. CTA 009, philosophy of religion. CTA 043, introduction to phonetics and phonology. FRE 022, introduction to linguistics 1. LIN 111, introduction to linguistics 2. LIN 112, introduction to sociology. CSS 111, introduction to psychology. CSS 121, types of theology. CTH 122, introduction to philosophy. CTH 131, introduction to African traditional religion. CTH 192, introduction to the study of religion. CTH 173, religion and society. CTH 151, comparative study of religions. CTH 202, philosophy of religion. CTH 233, language and society. ENG 251, introduction to sociology 1. NSS 217, Old Testament theology. CTA 323, New Testament theology. CTA 324, sociology of religion. CTA 352, introduction to semantics. ENG 331, introduction to applied linguistics. ENG 351, Introduction to Sociolinguistics, ENG 355, African Traditional Religion and Culture, CTH 491, Multilingualism, ENG 454, Psycholinguistics, ENG 491, Religious Dialogue, CTH 704, Systematic Theology, CTH 705, Old Testament Theology, CTH 715, Pastoral Theology, CTH 722, New Testament Theology, CTH 724, Theology of African Traditional Religion, CTH 792, Interreligious Dialogue, CTH 803, African Traditional Religious Mythology and Cosmology, CTH 821. It's in the 800 level. African Traditional Religious Mythology and Cosmology, CTH 821. We're in the 800 level. African Traditional Religious Mythology and Cosmology, CTH 821. Now, we're in the National Open University Nigeria online courseware, and that's the School of Arts and Social Science. They have some other schools. School of Science and Technology, School of Agricultural Sciences, School of Education, School of Law, School of Management Sciences, so all those listening, including myself, get the information about attending and enrolling at the National Open University of Nigeria. Get the information and enroll and attend their school. There are other institutions of higher learning in sub-Saharan Africa. Get in contact with them, get the information, enroll and attend. Now, we're gonna continue with languages of Africa. We're gonna go to the Afro-Asiatic language. On my desktop, it's always Wikipedia. Then on my laptop, it's always Bing. So all those listening, when you do, when you do your search, that's how it's gonna come up. It's gonna be Wikipedia or Bing. Now, the Afro-Asiatic language family includes the Berber, the Chadic, the Cushitic, the Egyptian, the Omotic, and the Semitic. We're gonna start with the Semitic. The Semitic language family constitutes a branch of the Afro-Asiatic language family. It includes the Arabic, the Amharic, the Hebrew, Tigrinya, and Aramaic. We're going to the Hebrew first. Hebrew is a West Semitic language of the Afro-Asiatic language family. Hebrew belongs to the Canaanite group of languages. The Canaanite languages are a branch of the Northwest Semitic family of languages. The Canaanite languages are a subfamily of the Semitic family. The Canaanites include Israelites and Phoenicians, Amorites, Ammonites, Moabites, and Edomites. Phoenician and Carthaginian and Spanish spread the Phoenician language and its Punic dialects. See, Punic is a dialect of the Phoenician. Phoenician is extinct. Punic is extinct. Hebrew, the Ammonites is extinct. Moabite is extinct. Edomite is extinct. Biblical Hebrew is extinct. Tiberian Hebrew, Mizrahi Hebrew, Yemenite Hebrew, Sephardi Hebrew, Ashkenazi Hebrew, Mishnaic Hebrew, Medieval Hebrew, Hashkali Hebrew, Modern Hebrew, Israeli Hebrew, Ancient Samaritan Hebrew, Samaritan Hebrew. That's the Hebrew. Let's go to Arabic. Arabic is a Central Semitic language. Arabic usually designates one of three main variants: Classical Arabic, Modern Standard Arabic, Colloquial or Dialectical Arabic. That was the Arabic. Amharic. Amharic is a Semitic language spoken in Ethiopia. It is the second most spoken Semitic language in the world after Arabic. It's the official working language of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. Amharic is written left to right using the Amharic Fidel, which grew out of the Ge'ez Abugida. And that's the Amharic. Tigrinya was one of Eritrea's official languages during its short-lived federation with Ethiopia. In 1950, it was replaced with the Southern Ethiopian language Amharic prior to its end. Upon Eritrea's independence in 1990, Tigrinya retained the status of working language. in the only state in the world today to award Tigrinya recognition on the national level. That's Tigrinya language. Aramaic. Aramaic it belongs to the Semitic family, just like Tigrinya. And Aramaic is broken down into three broad periods: the Old Aramaic, the Middle Aramaic, and the Modern Aramaic. And that was the Semitic. Now let's go to Omani. The Omani language are a branch of the Afro-Asiatic family spoken in southwest Ethiopia. The Gian script used to write some Omani language, the Latin alphabet, some of the North and South Omani branches. Nomani and Soma are universally recognized as the Omani. Let's go to Egyptian. Egyptian is the oldest known language of Egypt and a branch of the Afro-Asiatic language family. The scholars grouped the Egyptian language into six major chronological divisions: Archaic Egyptian language, Old Egyptian language, Middle Egyptian language, Late Egyptian language, Demotic Egyptian language, and the Coptic Egyptian language. That was the Egyptian. Now we go to Kushite. The Kushite language are a branch of the Afro-Asiatic language family, spoken primarily in the Horn of Africa, Somalia, Eritrea, Djibouti, and Ethiopia, as well as the Nile Valley, Sudan, and Egypt, and parts of the African Great Lakes, Tanzania, and Kenya. The Kushite language are usually considered to include the following branches: the Bay of North Kushite, Central Kushite, Anga, Highland East Kushite, Sandamic, Lowland East Kushite, Dudley, and South Kushite. That was the Kushite. Now the Chadic. The Chadic language are a branch of the Afro-Asiatic language family and is spoken in parts of the Sahel and across northern Nigeria, southern Niger, southern Chad, Central African Republic, and northern Cameroon. The most widely spoken Chadic language is Hassay. Now, the branches, you have West Chadic, two branches: A, the Hassay, Ron, Boli, and Angus language, and B, the Badi, Wajai, and Zar language. Bayou Mandare, Central Chadic, three branches: A, the Bure, Kanwi, and Bete; B, Badume, and Musku, C, Gadar. East Chadic, two branches: A, the Tumac, Nassiri, and Kire language, and B, Dangliad, Mukulu, and Socorro, and Maysay. That was the Chadic. Now, the Berber. The Berber constitutes a branch of the Afro-Asiatic language family. There are six major varieties of Berber, each with at least 2 million speakers: the Shilhit, Kabyle, Atlas Tamizite, Rifian, Shawi, and Tuareg. That was the Berber. We will go to the Nilo-Saharan. Nilo-Saharan are a proposed family of African languages spoken by some 50 million people in the upper parts of the Chari and Nile rivers, including historic Nubia. You know, the Nilo-Saharan languages are known language with at least a million speakers. Some of the major languages: Luo, Dulo language of the Luo, Kenya's third largest ethnicity after the Niger, Congo, Kikuyu, and Luye. It's the Luo. Then Kanuri, including Kanimbu, Sanghe, most of Zame, Tiso. Then you have your Nubian. Then you have your Lubare, which include Aringe, Kalinza, such as Nanda and Poka. Then you have your Lango, it's a Luo language. Then you have your Dinka. Then you have your Acholi, another Luo language. Then you have your Maasai and Gambe. Then you have your Nuer, your Fur. Then you have your Tubu. They have two dialects, the Zage and T-Dage. All those that I spoke is Nilo-Saharan. Now, other languages of Africa include the Khoi and San, which are your click consonant of the Khoi people and the San people. Those are your click consonants. Some of those languages are either extinct or moribund, but the Khoi and the San people, which are not related to Niger Congo and some or not, it's an independent language. The Khoi and the San people. Then you have your Austronesians, the language of the island of Madagascar, and Austronesia is the language of Indonesia, the Malaysians, and the Filipinos, and the language of Malagasy. And so that's another African language. And what we're finna go to now is Niger, Congo, A and B. The Niger Congo language constitutes one of the world's major language families. The traditional branches and major languages of the Niger Congo family: the Kordofanian language, spoken in southern central Sudan around the Nube Mountains. Then your Mandi, spoken in West Africa, including Bambara, Soniki. Then you have your Ijoy, which is Ijo and Difake. Then you have your Dogon. Then you have your Atlantic, includes Wolof, spoken in Senegal, and Fule, language spoken across Sahel. Then you have your Kru, spoken in West Africa, including BT and Yahweh and Dide. You have your Sanufo, spoken in Ivory Coast and Mali, including Sanari and Sutyari. The Gerd languages such as Moor and Burkina Faso, Adamawa languages such as Chambe in Cameroon, Ubangi languages such as Sango in Central African Republic. The Kwe includes Akan in Ghana. You have your Volta Niger, West Benue Congo include the GB language spoken in Ghana, Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Iwi. Then you have your Yoruba and Igbo spoken in Nigeria. Then you have your East Benue Congo, including a very large Bantu family, Swahili, Fang, Congo, and Zulu, and many other languages. Niger Congo language subgroups and number of speakers: the Kordofan branch, the Mandi branch, Bambara, Maniki, Mindi, Soniki, Dan, Jole, Mandinka, Susu, and Kapele. That's the Mandi branch. The Atlantic branch is full. Then you have your Dogon, then you have your Ajoy, and you have your Volta, Congo languages, starting with North Volta group, Savannah groups, Kru, Gur, Mori or Masi, Sanufo, Sibare, Mamare, and Subyare. Your Anamanwe, the Bunjian group, Lemuye, Injibaka, Sango, and Zandi. All those are your North Volta group. You have your South Volta group, your Kwe languages, Akan, Ashanti, Iwi, Bali, Fon, Gaydami, and you also have your West Benue Congo language, Yoruba, and Asikari, and Ngale. And then you have your Edo, Igbo, your New, Adome, that's your West Benue Congo. The West Benue Congo, that's Benue Congo language, which all falls up under the South Volta group. Then you have your East Benue Congo language, which includes your Plateau, Akoko, Northwestern Plateau, Central Plateau group, Southern Plateau group, Tarakoid, Jukanoid, Kororofe, all those fall up under your Plateau. Then you have your Bantoid cross language, Cross River, Abibo, and Efik. It's your Cross River language. Then you have your Bantoid language, Northern Bantoid, Dacoid, Mambloid, Takaroid, Jerawoid. Then you have your Southern Bantoid. You have your Tiv, Ecoid, Inyang, and Grassfield language. Then you have your Bantu language, Biti, Fang, Bengali, Kikuyu, Kembe, Gusi, Miru, Sukume, Inyawisi, Swahili, Gogo, Katube, Luande, Mbundu, Congo, Yako, Ganda, Chiga, Inyakori, Soga, Heye, and Luyi, Nanda, Runde, Gundi, Lube, Sangi, Tange, Inyakusi, Ngandi, Nyanji, Tambuke, Sine, Makawa, Yo, Ngulu, Makandi, Mbundu, Iriro, Shone, North Soto, and South Soto, Tiswane, South Individu, and North Individu, Zulu, Tisange, Hase, Tiswe, Range, Chopa, and Binde. All those languages constitute Niger Congo languages and their subgroups. That's the reason why when you speak about the languages of Africa, and you say African traditional religion, and you say West African traditional religion, you're going to exclude the languages because the language is a constituent of the culture. So when you talk about the Afro-Asiatic culture, you talk about religion, and when you talk about faith and all that, you can never say that the Afro-Asiatic and the Nilo-Saharan, you understand everything that they're saying. Then you say the Niger Congo, you see the chord saying click consonants, the click consonant, the chord people and the saying people. And then you talk about God, the Austronesians. See, you can't get away with trying to advertise the Afro-Asiatic alphabet and talking about when we were talking about the National Open University of Nigeria online course where you see all that Judaism and Christianity, you see all that Islam. But think about the chord people and the saying people with the click consonants. Think about the Austronesians. See, think about the Nilo-Saharan, and you're talking about an alphabet. Think about the Afro-Asiatic. You think about Niger Congo culture. Like I say, languages of Africa. See, everybody that live on the continent of Africa can't live around each other. You can't mix everybody. You can't put the Afro-Asiatic with the Nilo-Saharan. You can't put the Nilo-Saharan with the chord and the same click consonant. You can't put the Austronesian and the Niger Congo together. But when you try to do that, you're not being realistic. Languages of Africa. Now, this is a map of the Afro-Asiatic. No, excuse me. Now, this is still the map of the languages of Africa. It's showing you the Afro-Asiatic, the Nilo-Saharan, and the Niger Congo, and Khorasan. Now, this map here is an Afro-Asiatic map. And when you look on the horn of Africa, that's what we were talking about with Tigrinya, the Omotic, and the Amharic in the horn of Africa. And that's where that other terrorist group, Al-Shabaab, the Kushniks, they be over there in that region, carrying out terrorist attacks. There's another map of the Afro-Asiatic. There's a map of the Nilo-Saharan. There's another map of the Nilo-Saharan. Now this is a map of Niger Congo. It has the Atlantic, which is Wolof and Fule. It has the Mandi, Bambara, Malike, Manika, and Diule. Then you have your Kru, which is More, your Kwe, Bali, Akan, Iwi, and your Dogon, your Ajoy, your Adamanwe, your Bunji, Chibaye, Bande, Zande. Then you have your Kordofanian. You have your non-Bantoid, Yoruba, and Igbo. You have your Bantoid, Fang, Tiki, Bengali, Mongo, Nkundu, Congo, Chauki, Lube, Lugande, Rwande, Rundi, Sukume, Kikuyu. You have your Bantu, Swahili, Makuwe, Inyanje, Bembe, Shone, Tisange, Northern Soto, Zulu, Southern Soto, Hase, Swane, Ndonge, Mbundu. This is a map of Niger Congo. This is another map of Niger Congo. It's the Niger Congo language, primary branch, Volta Congo, the South Volta, Bantu, Bantoid beside Bantu, your other East Belu Congo, and your West Belu Congo, and Kwe. All those that I just mentioned are South Volta. Then you have your North Volta, which is Kru, Senufo, Gur, which is Volta language, Adamanwe, Ubanji. All those I just mentioned are North Volta. Then you have your other primary branches, your Kordofan, your Mandi, your Atlantic, and Dogon. Niger Congo. This is a map of Nigeria, the linguistic group. Now, I showed you this one before. I'm going to say it again in this video. That when they be talking about Boko Haram, talking about they going to build an Islamic state in the northeast, they was talking about this area up here. And when they talk about that area, you see Kanuri. Kanuri is a Nilo-Saharan. And when they talk about that Chibok and the schoolgirls got kidnapped, they got kidnapped from in that area. And the Chibok, it was started by the Nupe. Do your research, and they'll tell you about the history of Chibok and the people that live in that area. And they'll tell you that the Nupe had a part in it. But that's what Boko Haram is committing a lot of these terrorist attacks and going across the border into Chad. They going from this area, then going into Chad, and then they try to go over here to Cameroon and Central African Republic. And also on this map and on other maps, you know what the capital of Nigeria is Abuja. But it's not showing on this map. It's showing mostly on that map the linguistic groups. This is another map showing you the language distribution in Nigeria. Now it's not showing you the capital of Abuja on there either. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, it's on here. It's on here. I see. Yeah, the capital is Abuja, and it's showing you on this map. That's it. Let's see. Oh, there you go. It's right there where it said Nuke there. See where it said Nuke? That's Abuja. This is a map of Nigeria, and it's showing you the languages, the major languages of Nigeria. Where's the other shit? Lagos. Like I said, Abuja. like I said, as we were talking about, forget to turn the light on. Forgot to turn the light on. Yeah. I always had to have me some extra lighting. But I knew a cat in the shower. I knew, oh, forgot to turn the light on. But like I said, we were showing the Niger Congo languages distribution throughout the African continent, and especially in the area called Nigeria. And because people who live here, like myself, here in the Western Hemisphere, when it comes to our uh, ancestry and who we are descended from, based on the slave trade, there are many of us who are descended from African ancestors who are Niger Congo, not Nilo-Saharan, not Afro-Asian, not Khoi San, not Australian, but Niger Congo, West African, and Bantu. And that's what we're finna do now. We're finna get to the slave trade and what impact did the slave trade, what effect did the slave trade have on what you see today around the world. Because you see Niger Congo not just on the African continent, but spread out all in the world. So we're gonna go to the East African slave trade, the Arab slave trade first. Now, when you talk about the East African slave trade, when you go on Wikipedia and the information that you're looking for, put in your search slavery in Africa. Slavery in Africa. When we talk about the Horn of Africa, we talk about how the Bantu were put in slavery by the Ethiopian and the Somali. And you see the word Zanj, Z-A-N-J. It refers to the Bantu slaves. Now you know as of today, in the Horn of Africa and America, you have a small minority of Bantu in Ethiopia, Somalia, and throughout the Horn of Africa. Now, this is not the one I'm looking for. Yeah, that's it. That's why, yeah. Yeah, when you put in your search, uh, when we talk about the East African slave trade, the Arab slave trade, put in your search slavery in Africa. When we talk about Zanj, Z-A-N-J, talking about the Bantu, you're talking about the island of Zanzibar off the coast of Tanzania. You talk about tip through tip. It's the Swahili slave trader named tip through tip. And the reason why so many Bantu are living outside Africa, living in the Middle East, in South Asia, West Asia, the South Arabian Peninsula, and what's that? Living in India, places like that. People that are Bantu is because of the East African slave trade, the Arab slave trade, and it's the East African slave trade. When we talk about the West African slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade, when you talk about the West African slave trade, go to Atlantic slave trade. Atlantic slave trade. It talks about the Atlantic slave trade. We talk about how the Portuguese were the first to engage in a new world slave trade in the 16th century. Okay, okay. But see, that's why I was, the Atlantic slave, it gives you a historical background. It goes to where it all started back in the 1300s, 1300, 1400, and how the Portuguese came to the African continent and made all type of agreements with the Kingdom of Congo. So the first Atlantic system was the trade of enslaved Africans. It talks about the Atlantic slave trade customary divided into two eras, first and second Atlantic system. Then you got the triangle trade, labor and slave. It talks about the slave market, reason and participation. And it talks about the ethnic groups. In some previous videos we went over. They talk about the slave market reasons and participation. There were 8 principal areas used by Europeans to buy and ship slaves to the Western Hemisphere. The number of enslaved people sold to the New World varied throughout the slave trade. As for the distribution of slaves, from regions of activity, certain areas produced far more enslaved people than others. Between 1650 and 1900, 10.24 million enslaved Africans arrived in America from the following regions in the following report: Senegal, and the Gambia, 4.8%; Upper Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea and Sierra Leone, 4.1%; River Coast, Liberia and Cote d'Ivoire, 1.8%; Gold Coast, Ghana and East of Cote d'Ivoire, 10.4%; the Bight of Benin, Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Western Niger Delta, 20.2%; Bight of Biafra, Nigeria, Eastern Niger Delta, Cameroon, Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon, 14.6%; West Central Africa, Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Angola, 39.4%; Southeastern Africa, Mozambique, and Madagascar, 4.7%. Then we talk about the ethnic groups. The different ethnic groups brought to America closely correspond to the region of heaviest activity in slavery. Over 45 distinct ethnic groups were taken to the America during the trade. Of the 45, the 10 most prominent, according to slave documentation of the era, are listed below. The Bakongo of the Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola is number 1. Number 2, the Mandi of Upper Guinea. Number 3, the Gibi speakers of Togo, Ghana, and Benin. Aja, Mina, Iwi, and Fon. Number 4, the Akan of Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. Number 5, the Wolof of Senegal and the Gambia. Number 6, the Igbo of southeastern Nigeria. Number 7, the Mbundu of Angola, includes both Mbundu and Ogunbandu. Number 8, the Yoruba of southwestern Nigeria. Number 9, the Chambe of Cameroon. Number 10, the Makawa of Mozambique. Then it talks about the New World destinations, European competition. Talk about the New World. Remember, we talk about the dates, the time. See, the first enslaved Africans arrived in Hispaniola in 1501. Hispaniola today is modern day Haiti and modern day Dominican Republic. 1501. They won Nilo-Saharan. They won Afro-Asiatic. They won no Khoisan. Won no Australian. They were Niger Congo. Then it's talking about the New World destination. That way it's talking about the dates. Like now, Haiti and Dominican Republic, the island history note in 1502, 1501, 1502. Cuba received its first 4 slaves in 1513. 4 slaves, 4 in Cuba. Jamaica received its first ship of 4,000 slaves in 1518. They weren't Afro-Asiatic. They were not Nilo-Saharan. They were not Khoisan. They were Niger, Congo. Slave exports to Honduras and Guatemala started in 1526. Talks about Colombia received its first enslaved people in 1533. El Salvador, Costa Rica, and the state of Florida began their stints in the slave trade in 1541, 1563, and 1581. So the state of Florida can pick any one of them dates. You can pick 1541, 1563, 1581. Then you ask where they came from. Were they Khoisan? Were they Afro-Asiatic? Were they Nilo-Saharan? Or were they Niger, Congo? Were they Niger, Congo? Were they Austronesian? Well, we know they are. They were Niger, Congo, West African, and Bantu. And also, we already know that based on the slave trade, they passed a law in 1807 to stop all slave ships from going to the continent of Africa and bringing Africans to the Western Hemisphere to be slaves. Now, the nation of Canada, there was never no slave ship directly coming from the continent of Africa to bring enslaved Africans to Canada. The African Canadians that living in Canada today, besides immigrant people, immigrate in this day and time. But we talking about before the 1900s. We talking about in the 1700s, the 1800s. The people, how did the people get in Canada? The people that's African Canadians living in Canada, they came from the United States of America. Came from the United States of America through with the help of the Underground Railroad. And we talk about the Gulf of Mexico because it was slave ships bringing enslaved Africans, not just on the east coast of the United States, but also there were slave ports in the Gulf of Mexico. And those slave ports were like Mexico, Veracruz City, Veracruz. You can look it up. You can go on Wikipedia, and you can do your search on Veracruz City and Afro-Mexican. You can look at the state of Louisiana. New Orleans, Louisiana was a slave port. New Orleans, Louisiana. State of Mississippi, when you talk about Biloxi, Mississippi, and Gulfport, Mississippi, you talk about Natchez Trace. See, they're just during their time, during slavery time, African but not established in this part of the world. And what was the other? Mobile, Alabama. We know the history behind the Clotilde ship, and the state of Florida. Okay, Mobile, Alabama. Then St. Augustine, Florida, was a port for the enslaved Africans to come from the African continent, be brought here. You don't know who these people are that came over here, and but like I say, St. Augustine, Florida, but then St. George's, Florida. That's in the Gulf of Mexico. It's in the Florida Panhandle. And yeah, okay. And get ready to prepare to end this video. Like I said, I had my light turned off at the beginning, but I had to turn back, I had to turn it on doing this part of taping of this YouTube video. And gonna conclude this video. And again, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live in the city of Memphis, the state of Tennessee, the county sheriff. I want to thank all my fans, my supporters for your continued encouragement and support. As I informed my fans and supporters earlier on this video and on yesterday's video that I am in contact with my attorney. The only thing is just she already know the Hewlett Law Firm has already made it clear that we're gonna sue. One Sound Studio will be sued. So I need to come to the law office and pay the attorney fees and things of this nature. So all my fans support at least that's the process that we're going. But before the end of this month, I already got that understood. So One Sound Studio is gonna be sued, and also that Louis guy and his Wicked Film Company, Carlos Williams. I see you in court. I see you in court. That's what I want to. I want to see you in court. And again, I want to thank all my fans, my supporters for your continued encouragement and support. And excuse me, what I said about those pictures. Sometimes it's time consuming to be on social media, and because I have to work every day, and then I'm trying to go to school. Sometimes things can be, time consuming. So I had to make time to actually sit down and upload those pictures to my social websites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and MySpace, Black Planet, you name it. But it takes time. So I'm trying to make some time where I can just actually sit down and upload those pictures because I know that many people saw the video that I made, but still I haven't uploaded those pictures. I haven't really just had time, but I'm gonna make time, and I'm gonna go ahead and upload those because as you remember, a couple of weeks ago, let's see, back in a couple of weeks ago, I took some pictures up here tomorrow. I told you I took some pictures, so I gotta go. I got them on layaway, so I got about 2 months before I actually pay it off. Because I went up here to the local grocery store, and they had some photography uh, company that was up there taking some pictures. So I went up there and took a couple of pictures, and I paid down on the pictures, but I got a few months before I actually pay it off. But like I said, we're gonna get this lawsuit done, and like I'm still working on my entertainment music interest. So I don't want none of my fans, my supporters think that I'm just being idle. No, I'm not. I'm working on my entertainment and music interest every day. So until my next video, take care of yourself and I wish each and every one of you the very best.